Happy early Thanksgiving, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a brand new episode of Time to Football, where we're going to be talking about everything that we're thankful for in this edition of T2F. My name is Hassan Khan, the host of this channel. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, everybody. November 24th, the day before Thanksgiving Eve. Hope you guys are enjoying your time off. I hope you have some time off, because that would be kind of criminal for you guys to not have some time to relax. You know, yesterday we talked about those guys that have to work on the Black Friday. What's the term during COVID? The front lines. Yeah, you guys. Apparently, I need some cough medicine or something. You guys do a great job working on the Black Friday deals while we, act like the characters from South Park. During the Black Friday special. Have you guys seen that? I don't know if you guys are South Park fans or anything like that. Speaking of South Park, on YouTube right now, they're showing a whole marathon of just random South Park clips on their official YouTube page. Check it out. Up until the special, Thanksgiving Day special, whatever they're coming out with, post-COVID special. Anyways, we appreciate you guys joining in for this episode of Time to Football. Thanksgiving, we're going to be talking about that. We kind of set the mood with the brown and the yellow. What's Thanksgiving colors? What are Thanksgiving colors? But we're going to be talking about, like we said, NFL news to kick off the show. Then we're going to be talking about, we'll have the question of the day as well. We'll show you that. We're going to be talking about our power rankings. We update you guys before every single week of NFL football. And then we're going to be talking about one thing that every single team is thankful for. So we just kind of had fun with this. And we're going to give you one thing that every team is thankful for. And then we're going to answer some viewer questions. As a matter of fact, you guys are going ahead and leaving your comments and your questions in the chats. You're saying, hey, yo, season, yo, Danny Kizzy saying, I need another running back than JT. Oh, okay. What's happening, Hassan? I hope you and your family have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Thanks, James Stark. Thanks. Appreciate it. We're going out of town here. So actually, I'm going to try to keep this show. Usually I've been going longer, like 45 minutes. I'm going to try to keep it shorter. So I may not get around to a lot of questions, but we'll get around to it. Miguel, good morning. Happy Thanksgiving Day. Hey, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. And then you guys are asking your questions as well. I get paid to watch T2F. This is what Chris W is saying. Yeah, I love those kind of jobs where you can just kind of chill. You just hang out, man. Hang out with us, and we'll be talking about football. But I'm going to acknowledge more of you guys in the chat, I promise. So make sure you guys stick around towards the end of the show. Then we're going to be answering guys' questions or anything like that. But we do this every single day now. We've started doing this week, and something that I wanted to ask you guys about. Question of the day. Who is a player that you're thankful for? That is the question of the day. So this could be your favorite team. This could be you're just a fan of this player and you enjoy watching them play. Could be a fantasy football player that's on your team. Who is a player that you're thankful for? I can go ahead and tell you, as a Falcons fan, he's getting a lot of hate. Matt Ryan, I'm actually kind of thankful for him, just because he's the best option at quarterback out of a lot of different other quarterbacks, and I still think he's a very good quarterback, just hasn't been working out with the team around him. But I think I would lean in towards Matt Ryan being that player that I would be more thankful for, leading us to the Super Bowl, getting that MVP in 2016. So I appreciate that. As far as fantasy football goes, a player that I'm very, very thankful for, Deebo Samuel will be someone. I snagged him in the 8th round, and he's been the reason why I've been competing for a playoff spot in a fantasy championship, as well as Jamar Chase. Got a lot of hate for that. Jalen Hurts, I got a lot of hate for that as well. I'm kind of thankful for them. But yeah, leave your thoughts in the chat and your comments as well. I want to hear, which players are you guys thankful for? Again, your favorite team or in fantasy football in general, since we're talking about Thanksgiving. All right, let's talk about some NFL news and notes that we've got going on as of today. Let me go ahead and see if there's any more news. Let me go ahead and read off what I've got. Well, actually, we just learned, breaking news, as a matter of fact, that Kareem Hunt and Jack Conklin, two very talented players for the Cleveland Browns, have been activated off of injured reserve. They are set to make the returns sometime very soon. And it's going to be happening pretty soon. So Kareem Hunt, Kevin Stefanski was actually very, very optimistic about him. And it looks like he wasn't lying. Kareem Hunt could be playing this Sunday night against the Baltimore Ravens. Zach Wilson has been cleared for action, meaning that he's been cleared, meaning that he's starting. And on top of that, Joe Flacco, there's been a little bit of an infestation going on there. Joe Flacco and Mike White both have been diagnosed with COVID-19, or at least are close contacts, so they got to go through the whole COVID-19 protocol. With that, though, that means that Zach Wilson is so far the only healthy quarterback, as well as Josh Johnson. So it's going to be those two guys versus the Houston Texans this weekend. Adrian Peterson has been released. He's been waived by the Tennessee Titans. Unfortunately, it did not work out. Did not look the freshest when playing for the Titans, but now he could just add another team to his already Hall of Fame career. Hey, it actually ended up being a good thing because he got the necessary rushing yards to pass, I think it was Emmitt Smith, in the all-time rushing yards list. So if anything, I mean, he got that out of his tenure. So that's a good thing for Kareem Hunt, or for Adrian Peterson. Sorry, I'm just looking at news of Kareem Hunt right now. Jason Garrett, offensive coordinator for the New York Giants, has been let go. He has been released. Now Freddie Kitchens will be taking over for the New York Giants in his presence. Ooh. All right, Jason Garrett, Mr. All right, let's do it together on the count of three. All right, you ready? You ready? 1, 2, 3. If you guys miss out, let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he's been let go. It just has not been working out. Joe Judge had some comments to say, some choice words actually for Jason Garrett. Like, it was kind of like a subtweet. He didn't really call him out. It was just like, hey man, like there's things that needs to be changed. There's no reason for Kenny Golladay. He didn't really say this, but there's no reason for Kenny Golladay not to get so many targets in this game. He's your best receiver. What are you doing? Like, let's get him some action. We signed a 4-year, $72 million deal. Jason Garrett, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Are we running it on first down again every single play like he did in Dallas? Yeah, it just didn't work out. So Freddie Kitchens, you could say it's an upgrade. You could say it's a downgrade, whatever. He is going to be taking over. Andy Dalton is officially starting for the Chicago Bears against the Detroit Lions tomorrow, 12:30 Eastern Standard Time, to kick off your Turkey Day. We've got Andy Dalton starting for the Chicago Bears. Philip Lindsay has officially been released by the Houston Texans. That means that Rex Burkhead, David Johnson will be taking over. They have another back who got some playing time, but don't know his name for sure. But the main two right now are David Johnson and Rex Burkhead. And as a matter of fact, Rex Burkhead got the majority of the work against the Tennessee Titans. Ran 15 times for 41 yards, something like that. And if you're playing fantasy football and you're thinking about adding Rex Burkhead, let me go ahead and shut that down. Don't do it. Don't do it, man. Maybe this week against the Jets, because the Jets are just so bad. But in general, nah, I wouldn't do it. So we've got some games coming on tomorrow, including the Saints and the Bills. Alvin Kamara did not practice this past Tuesday, so it is not looking good. He's probably going to miss his third straight game. Mark Ingram as well did not practice this past Tuesday. His status is unknown. He may miss this game. He may not miss this game. If that were the case, Tony Jones Jr. would step in as the lead back for the New Orleans Saints. CeeDee Lamb, non-participant in Tuesday's practice as well. Had a little bit of light work Mike McCarthy did in the Cowboys practice. Didn't really have like a full-on aggressive practice. Kind of took it a little bit easy. CeeDee Lamb, however, not participating in that. So Lamb's status to clear this 5-step concussion protocol in a 24-hour span, or however long it is looking very bleak. May likely not happen. He's probably going to be inactive. And then he's going to be coming back the following week in Week 13. But CeeDee Lamb for this week, you can go ahead and count him out. I'm going to go ahead and count him out. I don't think he's going to be playing. Allen Robinson in tomorrow's game did not practice, and more than likely he's not going to be playing in tomorrow's game against the Detroit Lions. Did not practice last week. Did not play. Hamstring injury, still dealing with that. Eric Ebron has a knee injury, and he will miss some extended time. Pat Freiermuth's stock went way up. It's all Freiermuth at this point forward. they're probably going to shut down Ebron for the remainder of the season if I had to make a guess on that. Jared Goff leading towards starting. Hey, this could be for the second straight year we don't see a rookie quarterback or a backup quarterback at least starting for the Detroit Lions on Thanksgiving. So Jared Goff, oblique injury, but he's leaning towards starting in Week 12. Dontrell Hilliard officially signed to the active roster after his big game, 8 receptions off of 10 targets. Almost had a touchdown. It was recovered in the end zone by Anthony Ferkser. However, 8 receptions, 10 targets, ran 7 times for 25 yards. Okay, I'll give that a shot. Dontrell Hilliard. Now, once Jeremy McNichols were to come back, I think he's going to take over as a Dontrell Hilliard role, and then maybe Dontrell Hilliard at that point might go back down to the practice squad. I think he's going to stay on, though. That's the intent of signing him to the active roster. But, yeah, he's been signed to the active roster. And the last little bit of news, David Bakhtiari undergoes arthroscopic knee surgery. And now that sounds bad. However, there's optimism that he can be coming back in Week 13. Hopefully. I think they designated him to return off injured reserve, and they only have like 21 days to make an official decision on that. And I think sooner rather than later, they're going to be activating him, and he's a big boost for the Packers' offensive line. I think he's already been activated. Like, it's almost at the 14-day mark at this point. So you only got one more week before you make a final decision on Bakhtiari. That is your NFL news and notes for today. All right, guys. Let me go ahead and... you guys are commenting Thanksgiving colors, orange, brown. Yeah, okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get into power rankings. So we do this every single Wednesday. We just look at the best teams in the NFL, rank them based off of their performance this whole season, based off of last week, who moved up some spots, who moved down some spots. So we're going to talk about 8 at a time, 25 to 32. Stop talk about it. 17 through 24, stop talk, 9, 16, etc. until we get to 1 through 8. Let's go ahead and switch on over to the power rankings right here. And first, let's show you the 25 through 32 window. We got the Falcons at 25, Dolphins at 26, Giants at 27, Texans at 28, Jaguars at 29, Bears at 30 that continue to fall. The Jets, 31, and the Lions, 32. Okay, the Texans, no longer the worst team in the NFL after beating a top 3 team. We moved them up 4 spots, which is a big jump. You could move them up bigger, but I just didn't. I don't want to jump the gun. Maybe it was a bad day for the Titans. But in the result, everybody else drops. The Dolphins continue to keep on winning their 3rd straight game. And it's looking good for Brian Flores in that last stretch of games. Now let's talk about 17 through 24. Who are the best teams from that 17 through 24 ranking? We got 17, the Browns, 18, Vikings, 19, Seahawks, 20, Raiders, 21, Washington, 22, Eagles, 23, Panthers, and 24, the Denver Broncos. Not really too much going on except the Vikings. All season long, I've been wanting to move them inside of the top 15. I think they're talented enough to be a top 15 team, but they haven't been closing out games. The Seahawks continue to just disappoint. I had to move them down 3 spots just because you could put the blame on, they don't have Russell Wilson, but the last 2 games, they just have not been looking good, and Russell Wilson was playing, so maybe the Seahawks just really aren't a top 15 team. So I had to move them out of the top 15. And other than that, Washington continues to win. The Eagles are looking good as well, so let's see what happens with their future moving on forward. See if they can make the playoffs. Now, speaking of the playoffs, this 9 through 16 window that I'm about to talk to you guys about, these are teams that are in legit, like they're either dark horse Super Bowl contenders or they're for sure going to make the wild card spot or at least give a run for the money for the wild card chase. So let's go ahead and talk about these 9 through 16 teams. First, we got the Chiefs at 9, Chargers 10, Patriots 11, 12 Saints, 13 Bengals, 14 Steelers, 15 Colts, and 16 the 49ers. The 49ers slowly but surely continue to rise up. I wanted to move them up even more, but the Colts are also looking to go Jonathan Taylor. Oh my gosh, what a beast he is. The Saints dropped a few spots because their offense with Trevor Siemian just isn't clicking. They need Alvin Kamara in this offense. Absolutely need him. The Patriots continue to move on up, and it's going to be sooner rather than later. They could find themselves being inside of the top 10. I have them ranked outside of the top 10, but I mean, I wouldn't argue with anyone that has them inside of the top 10. Now let's talk about the best teams, the Elite Eight. Who are the top dogs in the NFL? We're going to read 1 through 8. First, let's read from 8 going on up to number 1. Number 8, the Buffalo Bills. 7, the Baltimore Ravens. 6, the Cowboys. 5, Buccaneers. 4, Rams. 3, Titans. 2, Packers. And 1, the Arizona Cardinals. Okay, the Cardinals and the Packers have been flip-flopping more than a politician. They're number 1 and number 2 spot all season long. Now, the Packers technically did beat the Cardinals, but I had to give it to the Cardinals because they are technically the number 1 team in the NFC right now, and they only lost by a mistake, pretty much by A.J. Green against the Packers. So I had to move them up. The Rams, by default, even though they had a bye week, I had to move them up because I had to make room for the Cowboys to drop a couple of spots after that loss to the Kansas City Chiefs, who are continuously moving up, and they could find themselves inside of the top 8 once again. But in the Bills, they're still inside of the top 8. I still think they're talented, even though they're not first place in the AFC East. I still think, things could turn around for the Buffalo Bills, and they could make a run for, if not wild card, they're probably going to make a wild card for sure. Maybe they make the divisional round, maybe even the AFC Championship. They're that talented. So those are my power rankings. If you agree, disagree, leave a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts, and I'd be happy to chat with you guys. All right, so if you haven't been following Time to Football for very long, you probably don't know that every Thanksgiving we talk about one thing that every NFL team is thankful for this season. So what we're going to do, 1 through 32, all NFL teams, one thing that each team is thankful for. And if you have any ideas or anything else that you want to leave, comment talking about what is this team thankful for, I encourage you guys, leave it in the chat. And let's talk about it. I was thankful for Mike Tomlin's faith in James Conner. Oof. Yeah. Stephen A. Smith didn't like James Conner either. And they're saying that he's kind of a scrub at running back. But the Cardinals kind of disagree with that. What else do we got? The Atlanta Falcons. Thankful for how they went from one of the best wide receiver duos in the league to Olamide Zaccheaus as wide receiver 1. Hey, in all seriousness, though, Calvin Ridley, hope he gets better. Hope he takes as much time as he needs. Seriously. But yeah, Olamide Zaccheaus, maybe you could factor in Kyle Pitts as wide receiver 1 because, he's pretty much a wide receiver. The Baltimore Ravens, thankful it's been our backup running backs getting hurt and not our running back 1. Yeah, Lamar has been carrying the load. Jacob Dobbins, Gus Edwards, who? Doesn't matter. Lamar Jackson, leading the team in rushing yards. Gotta love it. The Buffalo Bills, thankful that the AFC East is bad enough that we still lead the division. Oh, this isn't the same AFC East anymore. Oh, people forgot that Bill Belichick is one of the greatest coaches of all time. Ooh. The Carolina Panthers, thankful for how we wanted Cam to be our QB this whole time. What are you talking about? It's you, Cam. It's always been you. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, let's trade for a veteran. Let's get Teddy Bridgewater in there. And then, that doesn't work out. Hey, let's trade for another guy. Let's get Sam Darnold in there. Oh, hey, that didn't work out. Hey, we loved you all along, Cam. We loved you all along. Please come back. The Chicago Bears, thankful for 2 quarterbacks, which means double the passing and a half the running. Yes. What the heck, dude? Andy Dalton, Justin Fields, you going to rely on their arms over the guaranteed, David Montgomery was a tank last year, and you're not giving him the volume. What the heck? The math adds up, though. 2 quarterbacks, double the passing. The Cincinnati Bengals, thankful that the lack of white stripes didn't confuse Jamar Chase too much. Yeah, man. Remember in preseason, he was saying something about, it's just harder to see the ball because it doesn't have white stripes on there. Well, they're thankful that he finally was able to locate the ball. Hey, Thanksgiving colors. Brown ball. Brown like me. Cleveland Browns. Speaking of Browns, thankful for a body with legs that will run for 100 yards every game. Hey, dude, it doesn't matter who's behind that offensive line. The Cleveland Browns, they're going to have a 100-yard rusher every single time. Yeah, gotta love it. Dallas Cowboys, thankful for Tyron Smith because, damn, did that Chiefs game suck or what? Ooh, Frank Clark, Chris Jones, all those guys getting after them. Tyron Smith, officially back, which is very, very helpful. Denver Broncos, thankful for a GM that trades for a veteran quarterback every year because it obviously works out. Obviously, hey, Case Keenum led the Minnesota Vikings to the NFC Championship. Hey, let's trade for Case Keenum. Oh, hey, let's who's the hot free agent or veteran quarterback that we trade? Oh, Joe Flacco? Let's trade for Joe Flacco. Oh, hey, Teddy Bridgewater? Let's trade for Teddy Bridgewater. Oh, hey, next year we want to trade for Aaron Rodgers? Let's trade for Aaron Rodgers. I mean, Aaron Rodgers might actually work out, but still, like, why not just invest in the future? They tried, but this hasn't worked out with Drew Lock. Detroit Lions, thankful for, yeah, not much to be thankful for. The Green Bay Packers, thankful for a quarterback that can do whatever the F he wants and still wins us football games. I mean, come on. Come on. Doesn't report to the team? Hey, he violates some COVID-19 protocols. Hey, that's okay. That's okay. We'll only sign you or fine you what's the equivalent of like $37 to everybody else. I'm not questioning that. Like, whatever. Like, money is money. That's a lot of money, $14,000. But hey, I'm just saying, he can do whatever he wants, and he still win some games. The Houston Texans, thankful for Deshaun sitting out so that we can finally experience the NFL draft. Yes, in his fullest, because Deshaun Watson sitting out means that you aren't doing that well. You're going to have a high draft pick. And, on top of a first-round pick, you're also going to have a second-round pick. That's something that the Texans have wanted for a very, very long time. Draft picks. And if they trade Deshaun Watson, even better. The Indianapolis Colts, thankful for the Chiefs drafting Clyde Edwards-Helaire over Jonathan Taylor. Hey, Chiefs, thank you. The Colts got a potential MVP this season. Well, Clyde Edwards-Helaire is not a bad running back. But, man, imagine that Chiefs team with Jonathan Taylor. Oof. In my mock draft, actually, I had Jonathan Taylor that year going to the Chiefs, and oh my gosh, that team would be amazing if they did. Jacksonville Jaguars, thankful for a head coach that takes a job solely based off of who the quarterback is going to be. The NFL is easy, right? Yeah, it's like playing Alabama every single week. Urban Tradition Meyer, going from college football thinking it's, I don't want to say he thought it was a walk in the park, but man, imagine taking a job just based off the quarterback. The Kansas City Chiefs, thankful for Jackson Mahomes not showing up to games sometimes. Yeah, Jackson Mahomes, when he didn't show up to that Las Vegas Raiders game, Patrick Mahomes went off. Hey, Jackson, let's try to stay at home for the sake of Kansas City Chiefs fans. Las Vegas Raiders, thankful for having things to blame if we miss the playoffs and look like heroes if we make it. Yeah, they're in a perfect spot, man. Dude, regardless of what happens, the Raiders, they win. They win this season. Oof. Hey, we can blame it on John Gruden, Henry Ruggs, whatever. Oh, and Damon Arnett. But if we make the playoffs, we are heroes. Overcoming adversity. This was from last year, and I thought it was just hilarious enough that I had to put it in there again. Los Angeles Chargers, thankful for COVID-19 allowing little to no fans to attend games. Now fans do attend games, so little fans to attend games. So the internet can't make fun of their lack of a fan base. Yeah. Yeah, did you see that game against the Steelers? It was wild. Filled with terrible towels in that game. Los Angeles Rams, thankful for people putting way too much stock into draft picks. Yeah, you could have the draft picks. We're trying to win Super Bowls. Hey, we're trying to get the best players available. We're getting Jalen Ramsey. We're getting Von Miller. We're getting everyone. We're getting Matthew Stafford. We're going to try to win this thing. Y'all have your draft picks. Go draft your, who's a first-round bust? I don't know, Jamarcus Russell's. Miami Dolphins, thankful for Tua. Kinda. Actually, not really. Hey, that's the mentality of the Miami Dolphins. Tua's our quarterback. But there's reports out there saying that you're trading for Deshaun Watson. But Tua is our quarterback. But you said that it's really, really close to getting a deal done with Deshaun. Tua is our quarterback. Yeah, okay. Are we thankful for Tua? Minnesota Vikings, thankful for a decent kicker in Greg Joseph, so we only lose 5 close games and not 8. Yes. Now, he did lose a game against the Arizona Cardinals, but it could have been worse. Greg Joseph getting clutch and more clutch every single week. Very good kicker. New England Patriots, thankful for how we were sitting at 15th overall, and we're like, damn, we really didn't have to trade up for this guy. Mac Jones just fell in their laps. And now he's looking like one of the better quarterbacks in that rookie draft class. New Orleans Saints, thankful that we can spend $40 million for 5 plays a game. He may become the future quarterback of the franchise, but as of right now, that's what it's looking like. $40 million for Taysom Hill to just run a couple plays, maybe hand it off, maybe run with the ball for 3, 4, 5 yards, whatever it may be. The New York Giants, thankful that Joe Judge got tired of hearing clapping on the sideline. The worst sound that he could ever hear. Hey, guys. Oh, we're losing 10-57. Gosh, you would love that. You would love that. New York Jets, thankful for the most uneventful quarterback controversy in history. Hey, Mike White should have been the number 1 overall pick in the 2018 draft. And people try to come up with like a controversy for this, but it just, didn't work out. Philadelphia Eagles, thankful for how it took the Eagles fans booing for Sirianni to realize they need to run with the ball. Oh, yeah. He was like, oh. In that game against Tampa Bay, that Thursday night game. Oh, they're booing. Oh, they want to hand it off to Miles Sanders. Oh, they're cheering when Miles Sanders gets the ball. Oh, we need to run with the ball. We have a rushing quarterback, but we need to run with it. The Pittsburgh Steelers, thankful for when the defense does well, the offense doesn't. And when the offense does well, the defense doesn't. You know, as a matter of fact, I actually thought of a clip that came to my head prior to this broadcast, and I was like, man, let me go ahead and show this clip because this is exactly like this describes it. This describes it. If you're a fan of Zoolander, here you go. Go ahead and pull this up.
We got to. I mean, you've never hired me before, and I've been around
for ages and ages. You've been around for a long, long time. I never wanted anything from you. And now you're retired. I can't have you. And it's funny how it switches like that. But
exactly. So that's exactly how the Pittsburgh Steelers are. You know, thankful when the defense does well, the offense doesn't. But when the offense does well, the defense doesn't. And it's funny how it just switches around and like that all over and over and over again. The San Francisco 49ers, thankful that the Patriots drafted N'Keal Harry over Deebo Samuel. Yes, 32 overall, 36 overall is Deebo Samuel in that draft class. Thank you for Deebo Samuel. Seattle Seahawks, thankful for Russell Wilson. Otherwise, the Lions would be half a game better than us. Yeah, it's, it's not looking good for the Seattle Seahawks. They need a lot of help in a lot of areas. Russell Wilson hasn't been looking good, but it could be much worse without Russell Wilson. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, thankful for our athletic trainers that take care of our secondary. Yeah. Richard Sherman now is the next person to get injured. So that Bucs secondary not looking the best. The Tennessee Titans, thankful for Derrick Henry. Hey, Derrick, when are you coming back? Please come back. Washington, this is the last one. Thankful for Antonio Gibson not getting more work because he's obviously not the best offensive player on that team. And that is a fact. He's not good at all. No way in shape and form. But yeah, that's one thing that every NFL team is thankful for. If you have any in the comments, leave your comments down below, and I will acknowledge you guys. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and do that right now. Let's answer some viewer questions that you guys are leaving in the chat. Let's go ahead and say hi to you guys that are saying hi. All right. Let me go ahead and skip around here. Samuel Allen saying, what do you think about the Nagy situation? If he doesn't start running with the ball, Sam, it's looking bad. It's looking bad. So I think he's got to start running with the ball, and this is the perfect game. It's going to be the perfect game script against the Detroit Lions. We're going to be up by, maybe you're not going to be up by a lot, but you're going to be competitive in the game. And you could run with the ball against a defense that has given up a lot of yards to the running back position. So, yeah, I would go with David Montgomery full on to save your job. Lean in on him because it's not working out with Andy Dalton or Justin Fields. What else are we saying? You guys are saying who you guys are thankful for. Danny's saying, I have Jonathan Taylor and I'm in a keeper league. That is something to be thankful for. Jonathan Taylor is, the player that you got to be thankful for. Josh, Austin Eckler, or Stephon Diggs. Are you asking who to start or who you're thankful for? I'm not sure what that is. Najee, drafted him 7th overall by Rob Mac TV. Hey, Najee's been killing it. Najee's been very, very good. Aya Don Season saying Mac Jones and Judon. Two Patriots players that they're very, very thankful for. As a matter of fact, when Matthew Judon signed with the Patriots, out of all the free agents, I was like, oh, this is the best one. This was the best signing that the Patriots got. Forget Hunter Henry, forget Johnny Smith, forget Kendrick Bourne, Nelson Aguilar, Jalen Mills, Devon Gacho. Who else did they get? Henry Anderson as well. I was like, Matthew Judon is the man that they got. He's gonna lead this defense. Josh Ortega saying, okay, Austin Eckler and Stephon Diggs. That's who you're thankful for. Yep. Thanks for Justin Herbert. Miguel, yeah, you're a Chargers fan. You're a Chargers fan. Justin Herbert is really, really killing it. Thankful for Derrick Henry. Thanks. Rolando saying, appreciate all the work you do for us. Are you thankful for me? That is so sweet of you. That's so sweet of you. Hey, man, I'm thankful for you guys. Really. Appreciate you tuning in when you guys don't really have to. I'm thankful for Cooper Kupp winning me weeks. Rubio saying that. Yes. Miguel saying, finally, Jason Garrett is gone. Yeah. James saying, I've been hearing rumors that Deshaun Watson is heading to the Saints. Is this true? I haven't heard anything about that. Hey, who reported that? Jason Lockenfora? I'm not trying to start beef with anyone, but it does matter who did report it. But that would be wild if Deshaun Watson goes to the Saints. I don't know why the Lions don't fire their coach, Dan Campbell. I think they like his energy, but they don't like how he calls out his players in locker rooms, like individually in front of everyone. Like, hey, Jared Goff, you suck. You shouldn't have done that. Hey, DeAndre Swift. No, you're actually pretty good. Hey, frickin' Amon-Ra St. Brown. Get open more. You know? He calls out his players. That could be the reason why he gets fired, but I mean, yeah. But you're a Lions fan and it's sad. Hey, well, you get to enjoy Thanksgiving every year, though. Having your team play on Thanksgiving. I mean, I know they sometimes lose, win, whatever. But, yeah. All right, let me go ahead and answer your questions because you guys are leaving a bunch. And again, I got to sign off here because we got to go out of town here in a bit, so I can't really spend too much time. I have Gibson, Gordon, Cooks, Mitchell, Dillon. Which three should I start? Gordon, Dillon, and Elijah Mitchell if he plays. If Mitchell doesn't play, then it'd be Gibson. Do you think Rex Burkhead has any value since Philip Lindsay was cut? Rex or Deontay Foreman? I think Deontay Foreman has more value than Rex, and I would start Deontay Foreman if you're asking for fantasy football advice. Rex Burkhead, sure, like he's going to get more touches, but no. He's not going to be. He had one good game last year against the Las Vegas Raiders with the New England Patriots, where he had like 3 touchdowns. But other than that, like he just kind of fell off, and he didn't do anything after that. So he was like a one-hit wonder. Do you think Devontae Smith is a good option this week with CeeDee Lamb likely not playing tomorrow? Yeah. I love Devontae Smith against the Giants. Sure. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Robback TV, good morning. Gallup or Ayuk? Gibson or Ayuk? You can't go wrong with either ones. I think if CeeDee Lamb doesn't play, you got to start Gallup, right? You got to start Gallup. And then in a flex, it'd be Gibson. It would be Gibson. Goddard or Hawkinson? I'm still rolling with Hawkinson, man. I'm still rolling. I trust him more than I trust Dallas Goedert, to be honest with you. Like, he's the best player on that offense. The Bears also have given up a lot of points to the tight end position, so Hawkinson would be the way to go. Rob, aloha to you. Excuse me, I gotta cough real quick. You know, the chocolate rain video, I think I mentioned this on the show before. Chocolate rain, da 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 da. I put my face away from, and there's a caption that says, I put my face away from the mic so that I can breathe. Chocolate rain. Chocolate rain. Latavius Murray or Ramondre Stevenson to start this week from Gilbert G55. I'd go Ramondre, bro. Ramondre. Stevenson, Gallup, Watto, OBJ. You got to start 2. Gallup and why do I like Stevenson? Why do I like Stevenson? Oh, it's PPR? No, Waddle. And he waddled away, waddle, to the very next day. Ba, 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 da, da. I'm so sad about Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins. Yeah, it kind of sucks. Clapping emoji from Gilbert G55. We love it. We love it. Ron Real TV, yo. I was trying to steer clear of ever playing players on Thursday again, but kind of jammed this week to do so. LOL. Yeah. And as a matter of fact, I'm kind of with you. The fact that in my starts and sits videos, I never mention Thursday night players because, say for instance, I say, oh, you need to play David Montgomery tomorrow against the Lions, right? And say that David Montgomery has a bad game. Now, from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning, when people are going to watch that starts and sits video, they're going to see when I said that David Montgomery was a must start, and they're immediately going to be like in the comments, oh, you suck. Oh, I'm not watching this video. Dislike. And then they just tune out. So that's why I stopped like putting Thursday night, because it's like, yeah, I'm going to be wrong sometimes, but like at least like I could say David Montgomery could be a start, you know, and I could say Josh Allen could be a start as well. And Josh Allen does well, David Montgomery doesn't. People are going to hone in on David Montgomery. They're going to say, oh, you were right about Josh Allen. They're going to say, you know, so I kind of avoided. I wanted to avoid mentioning Thursday night football players or Thursday players in general that play those 3 games. But there's 3 games. Like I had to mention all the Thursday games. Like it's so I put them in the video. And if I'm wrong, whatever. People zone out. Whatever. Let them zone out. Thielen or A.J. Brown from Mitchell? Ooh, good question, man. I kind of like Thielen. Fryermuth or Dawson Knox? I like Knox. Cordero Patterson for Mike Evans. You have Justin Jefferson and Debo, JT and Cook, and I could use Patterson with JT's bye coming up. Okay. Seems like you're stacked. I mean, if you need depth, if like JT and Cook are your only running back depth, sure, I'd do it. Like I would always take running back depth over wide receiver depth, so I would do it. 9-2. You have Evans and Hollywood Brown. Should I trade Hollywood and try to upgrade at the POI? What is a POI? POI? I've never heard of that. But yeah, speaking of, I mean, Hollywood Brown's a top 10 receiver. I don't think you can really upgrade from that. Like he's a very good value. Happy Thanksgiving, Jack. You also got J-Rob, Montgomery, and Chubb. Mitchell, who do you start? Out of one of them? I mean, all of them are starts for me, but Chubb, Montgomery, and J-Rob would be my order. I do have to go here pretty soon. So let me go ahead and just skim through. But Hillside saying, random fact, Walmart is out of pumpkin pie. Damn it. Dude, I saw that Walmart as well is selling like turkey for 99 cents a pound. So I'm like, they're out of pumpkin pie, but they're selling turkey for so cheap. Maybe they just have an influx of it and they just need to get rid of it. So man, best of luck to you to try to get that pumpkin pie. So thankful Debo fell to me at the 10th. This from David. Yeah, Debo. I would say he's another player of mine for sure that I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for Jonathan Taylor and Najee Harris, but still I'm 5-6, but I still have chances to make the playoffs. Well, at least Jonathan Taylor and Najee Harris are carrying your team. I mean, it could be much worse. It could definitely be much worse. I do have to go here. Yes. Oh, Danny's saying, hi, Hassan. I'm thankful for you because you said to pick up the kicker from Cincinnati. You're welcome. What can I say except you're welcome? It's about drive. It's about power. Yes, Evan McPherson. I'm thankful for him as well. All right, I'm going to go ahead and sign off because I got to enjoy the holidays. Again, we don't have a live stream for the remainder of the week. Even the fantasy football Q&A, I'm going to be out of town. I won't be able to do that. I'm coming back on Monday. But stay tuned because we've got videos coming out for the remainder of the week. We're going to schedule out like prediction strike, prize picks. You guys are into that. Weekly picks as well is going to be coming out here very, very soon. So stay tuned. With all that said, happy Thanksgiving. And remember,